NBC5's Usher Qureshi sat down with her and joins us now with the exclusive interview. Usher.
Rob, shortly after the Michaels video was posted online, the woman at the center of it was attacked on social media. She was called racist and unhinged. Tonight, what she says about the video that made her infamous. Tell me, how did the situation escalate to the point that we saw on the video? Because you don't see the beginning.
Right. So what had actually happened at Michael's that night that I had gone in was to go and get Christmas decorations. And as I was in line, I wasn't sure about what I wanted to continue. There was some wrapping paper next to the checkouts, and I let the woman who ended up videotaping me go ahead of me. And as soon as the next cashier opened up, I walked up and started putting my things onto the counter. And without greeting me or saying anything to me, the cashier started telling me, no, I don't have bags to put your things in. And I was kind of confused, and I had told her, you know, there are brown paper bags behind you. I shop here all the time, and I'm completely comfortable with the brown paper bags. That's fine. We can make it work. And she started telling me, no, you don't understand. I can't check you out. You need to buy the reusable bags. And I was very confused, and I told her that I wasn't interested in buying the reusable bags. And so she walked out from behind the counter, went over to across the store where the reusable bags were hanging, and started screaming at me that she would not be able to check me out until I went and bought these bags, and started holding up the bags and screaming at me. And so I, was very confused as to why this was happening and why she was screaming at me and I was being treated that way. And I had asked her to stop screaming at me, and that I was not interested in buying the bags, and that I just wanted to check out and be able to leave. She walked back around the counter and said, oh no, I am not checking this woman out. Get someone else to do it, and just walked away. And so I asked to speak with a manager, and the manager came over. I started to try to explain to her what was happening, and I said, I really don't appreciate, this employee yelling at me. I shop here all the time. I'm fine with the brown paper bags. I just want to buy my things and leave. And she told me that that even though I voted for Trump, I needed to understand that everyone was human. And because of those two things, I had to leave the store. I was no longer welcome there. Absolutely no idea.
Did you say anything?
No.
Because later on in the video, you do mention voting for Trump. What was the point you were trying to make?
My perception of what was happening after she told me to leave was that I was being discriminated against, not only based on, not wanting to buy reusable bags, which I have the right to refuse to buy, but also the fact that she brought up my political affiliation and who I voted for, who she assumed I voted for, without knowing anything about me.
But she guessed right.
Yes.
So you voted for Trump, and then once she said that to you, you're saying that's when you did acknowledge that you voted for Trump.
Right. And after she told me those things, she threw my things on the ground off of the counter and said that her father had died, and she stormed off and kept screaming, from across the store. And this man behind me started telling me to shut the F up, and that Trump was going to grab my PUSSY. It made me very uncomfortable. They didn't ask him to leave. I had left the store after I was told to leave, and what you don't see on the edited video is, I was physically out of the store, and this woman had been videotaping me. And the reason that I said that, yes, I voted for Trump was the frustration of why am I being treated differently and being asked to leave because of that. I had not witnessed any other person that was in line before me or behind me get treated that way.
So did you feel ganged up upon?
I did, yes.
So why not leave? Why not get out of the situation?
Looking at it now, I I think that would have been the right thing to do, to just be above reproach when people are attacking you and trying to get a reaction. Instinctively, being human, we're all work in progress, and I really believe that it was fight or flight kicked in, and I felt that I needed to defend myself, that this wasn't about race, this was not about political views, this was about very poor customer service, and being told to leave without warrant, and just standing up for my right to be able to be in a public place just like anyone else.
When you look at the video now, what do you think?
I believe that I stood up for myself. Again, everybody is a work in progress. We're all human, and I really believe that being above reproach is the way to be from now on. When someone is trying to, again, drag you down those roads of arguments or trying to deliver any type of negativity within your life, I think that just walking away is the best option.
So do you think you overreacted in the video?
I do not, no.
But if you had to do it over again, you would have handled it differently?
I would have. What I had done was the day after Thanksgiving. This was the night before Thanksgiving, so obviously they were closed. The next day on Friday, what I had said in the video was that I was going to call corporate. I wish I would have just, been above, cooler heads prevail, a bit above reproach, and just would have left and call corporate like I did do on Friday. I did speak with the general manager. His name is Danny, and he apologized and took full responsibility for what happened at Michael's. He told me that I should have never been treated that way, that he apologizes for his employees' behavior, and that they were taking the corrective actions to make sure that it never happened again, and that I'm actually welcome back anytime that I would like to come back. And so we decided that it would be best for me to meet with him the next time I came back, and he gave me his schedule for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I called him and told him that I wouldn't be able to make it in on Saturday and that I would go in Sunday at 10:30. I went in again on Sunday morning and grabbed all the same things that I needed. And I went to the checkout. I asked the cashier that Danny, the general manager, had told me to let him know when I was there so he can help take care of everything and make sure that I had a pleasant experience. I met with him, he shook my hand, again apologized for his employees' horrific customer service, and told me that I was welcome back at any point, and then also gave me a 40% discount off my total bill. He then physically helped me bag the things in the brown paper bags and helped me walk my bags out to my car with me, and again told me I was welcome back at any point.
After this incident, a few days later, another video surfaced, though, at Pete's Coffee, where you were engaged in a heated discussion with an employee there. When people see those two videos together, they see a pattern. Do you think that you have an issue with dealing with your anger?
I do not believe that I have an issue dealing with my anger. I believe that, again, taking the high road and walking away from situations in that matter, what people don't know is what was said to me in Pete's.
And what was said to you?
When I walked in to order my coffee, I had asked to speak with a manager because the day before there was a little bit of a disturbance that really concerned me with how I was treated by one of the employees. And I really just wanted to clear up any confusion there was on their end about that incident, about what happened the day before, because I frequent there a lot. I am a frequent consumer of Pete's and spent a lot of money there, so I just wanted to make sure that the manager understood the entire situation. And after I ordered my coffee and paid for it, I just said, hey, I wanted to talk with you about something that happened yesterday with one of your employees. And he said, oh no, I know who you are. You're the basic white from yesterday, and you're not welcome here. And again, taken just aback by being targeted not only because of my race, but saying that I wasn't welcome somewhere, without warrant. It didn't feel right to me that someone could, any employee, anyone delivering customer service can verbally abuse and name call customers.
Why do you think this keeps happening to you?
I don't believe that this keeps happening to me. I think that there are just situations that, walking away from that should have happened. I'm not really sure why I got called a basic white bitch or told to leave Michael's because I voted for Trump. I'm not sure why that happens.
Now, as a result of these two videos, as you mentioned, you've received a lot of hate mail. You've been vilified on social media. People have called you racist, homophobic, unhinged. What's your response to these things?
My response to all of those accusations is that they're completely false, that there's not one bone in my body that is racist or homophobic, and that's the bottom line.
Are you sorry?
For what?
For what happened?
I definitely think that there were lessons learned that you have to be able to be mindful of behavior no matter what. I'm sorry that I got it as out of hand as it did.
Have you spoken to the Michaels employee?
No, I have not.
Have you spoken to the Pete's Coffee employee?
No, I have not.
Have you thought about reaching out to either of them?
No, I have not.
If you could say something to them, what would you say?
What I would say is that, everybody is a work in progress, and that I do, forgive them for what they said to me. I think that, what was said was completely inappropriate, and that, hopefully this is just a lesson learned on their end as well, to really be mindful of their customer service and how they're speaking to customers who are using their money giving their money to those organizations and to those companies. And it's just important to treat all customers fairly, no matter who they voted for, no matter what color they are. It's just important to treat everyone equally.
Since then?
Since then, I have, there's been a lot that's happened. My personal information has been posted all over the internet and social media, and because of that, I have gotten threatening phone calls with death threats. I have gotten emails threatening my life, harassment, bullying, and people have shown up at my apartment ringing my buzzer, screaming outside, leaving out Pete's coffee cups and Michael's bags out in front of my building. There was also vandalism done that was categorized as a hate crime on the property of the building of where I live. And I was also refused a gym membership at the Lakeview Athletic Club and Lincoln Park Athletic Club, them claiming that I was racist and homophobic.
What do you think about that?
I'm really just in shock at the responses and the reactions of the people who took the time to do those types of things to me. I think that not understanding the entire story and watching an edited video and reading a false GoFundMe page account of what actually happened and basing their decisions off of that, I think is just poor choices on their end. And it's scary, and I'm afraid of everything that's happened.